Hey guys, it's Milena and you're watching Maybe Milena. Today I'm going to be doing a little December life update. I know I have not been on YouTube in a long time, so I've got a lot of stuff that I need to address and why I haven't been here. I'm sure some of you have thought, oh my goodness, she's quitting YouTube or something like that. So I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about what's been going on, what's been taking up all my time, and why I haven't been talking to you guys lately, and why I haven't just been putting out content for you guys. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I've got some things on my old phone that I'm just going to be talking about. Just wrote some things out so that I could keep my mind on track. So if you see me looking down at that, that's what's going on. I'm just trying to catch my brain up a little bit and jog my memory as to what I wanted to talk about. So without further ado, let's get on into this video. I'm really excited to share the things that have been going on in my life lately. So first and foremost, the main thing that I wanted to address is, am I quitting YouTube? The thing that I'm sure everyone has been wondering, am I quitting YouTube? The answer is absolutely not. I could not ever see myself quitting YouTube. YouTube is such a big passion for me. It's a lot of work and a lot of things go into it. Mainly the thing for me right now is time. It's really hard to manage your time when you have such little free time, and especially with like all the homework that I have right now. Finals are coming up, final projects are being due here in the next week, so there's a lot of stuff just going on and just like things going through my brain as far as grades go and getting projects finished and deadlines met and everything. So that's been my main focus in the past couple of weeks, is trying to just get everything done for school, get it all turned in. The second thing that I wanted to address is kind of like, where have I been, what have I been doing with the rest of my free time, because I do only have classes 3 days a week, so there is a lot of free time in my week that you would think that I would have, but honestly, homework takes up so much of that time. We have minor and major projects that are due every week. There's either a minor project or a major project. It switches out every other week. But those were supposed to take like hours to get done, and then we have 10-minute sketches. We're supposed to do 14 of those each week. So 10 times 14, 140 minutes, that's over an hour. So that's where a lot of my time goes, is trying to get homework done and make sure that it looks good and it's like high quality. I don't want to turn in anything that's like not my best work, but also the main thing that's been taking up my time lately is my job. And so that's the second biggest thing that I wanted to address in this video, is work and what's been going on. Obviously I am a teen in college, so I do have to go to work and make money to be able to buy things like groceries and toiletries and little fun things that I want, art supplies, school supplies, books, YouTube filming equipment type of things, like, and there's also just little things that I want, like I'm trying to save up for my tattoo. I also just wanted to pay off my student loans as soon as I can. So I've just had to be I've been trying my best to save up as much money as I can so that I'm just not in a rut and I'm not, so that I'm not struggling financially, because I don't ever want to have to financially struggle. I know that's such a hard thing. I've seen families struggle with money before, and it's just such an extra stress factor that if I don't have to deal with that, then I would much rather not. And I also just don't want to have to lean on my family. Obviously, they would be so willing to give to me as much as they possibly could, to give me money and to help me out financially, and they've helped me so much already, and my family are just so great and loving, and I'm just so thankful for them. But I'm off on a tangent. But yeah, I just don't want to have to lean on them, because I don't want them to have to struggle financially or to have to pick up extra shifts to be able to pay for my this and that, or, I just don't want to have to put that stress on them, and I just kind of want to be more independent and be able to say, yes, I did this myself, because that's just such a great feeling to be able to say, yes, I paid for this myself. Yes, I do this on my own. So, like, that's just a really big thing for me. I've always kind of been more independent. Um, so when I can be independent, I like to be. So obviously, I have enough time to have a job. So I try to handle my own finances. But another thing is, the job that I was working at was it wasn't complex. It was a very easy job, but they had me scheduled pretty much full time when I'm a full time student, and they had me working full time. I worked more days in the week than I went to school. Like, I had 2 days off a week, so I worked 5 days a week, every week. And 3 of those 5 days would be a double, so I would work from, say, 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. That entire shift I would work. And usually I got held over 2 hours or so because I was a waitress, so I would have to stay over and roll my silverware, and I would have to stay over and clean my tables, and if there were still guests sitting at my table, then I had to stay until they checked out, and then I still had to go and clean their tables, and just, there was so much extra side work and type of things that I had to do even after my shift ended. So it was like I was rarely ever home. I literally ate fast food every day. It was so awful. Nothing against fast food. I don't even see it as a bad thing. I like fast food. It's just I like to cook as much as I can. I think that's healthier. So eating out all the time just put me in like a mood. And then also just not having, it was so much stress because I didn't have enough time to get all of my homework done, and I barely had time to hang out with friends. There was just so much stress on me because it was just such a time consuming job. So I did end up quitting that job. Literally, today is Sunday. Literally yesterday I quit. So, the reason that I quit, obviously because it was taking up so much time, it was really stressful. There were a lot of really mean people there. My managers just weren't understanding about my school schedule and that type of thing. And I understand that they do have to have servers, and they do have to, they have to have their shifts covered no matter what. I understand, their whole business side of things, but then again, they shouldn't have had an 18-year-old and relying on me to be there all the time. And I explained to them when I sat down with them at the interview, and I was like, I have school full time, and that's my number one priority, so I'm not going to put this job above that. But then they still expected me to. So, Friday, I tried to call in and tell them, hey, I've got 10 plus projects due by midnight. I cannot come into my shift. I'm only supposed to work 2 to 8, so if you could just get that covered, then that'd be great. And they told me that I would either be counted as a no-call, no-show, or I would have to cover my own shift. And if I got counted as a no-call, no-show, then I would be fired the next time that I did that. And then I didn't have anybody's phone numbers, Snapchats, anything like that from work. I do not know anyone personally from work. When I went into work, I was there to work. I barely ever talked to anybody much about anything other than about work. So I literally didn't have anyone's number. There was no way that I could have gotten my shift covered. So I decided to take it as a no-call, no-show, and because obviously school was so much more important than getting fired from my job when I've got enough money saved up to cover myself until I can get another job. And then Saturday morning I woke up and I was like, you know what? They were so rude about, so genuinely rude and completely not understanding about how school comes first and everything, and they just were so rude to me in that phone call Friday afternoon. So I was like, you know what? I don't feel like going in, and I honestly don't think they deserve for me to come in. So I just stayed home and let that be my quitting or getting fired. Either way, I don't care. I just had to get out of that job because it put me in such a bad mental state with being so stressed out about having to get to and from work, or get to and from school and work, because they would have me scheduled for an hour after I got out of school. It's a 30-minute drive from school to work, and then I still have to get changed into my uniform. I had to eat something. I mean, there was just so much stress, and so much stress about when am I going to get homework done? Am I going to be able to get everything around the house done? And I only had one set of the uniform, so I had to wash that every single night. It was just a lot of things that went into it. Also, they made me work on Thanksgiving, so I only got to see my family for a few hours on Thanksgiving, and I knew they would still not be as understanding at Christmas, so I was definitely not about to work through Christmas either. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and quit. I've got enough money saved up. I probably won't have to get another job until, I could probably hold off until February, but I'll probably end up getting a job in January. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy my family and the time that I have off, and I have 1 more week until Christmas break. I have a 2-week semester break right there at Christmas. I get out of school on the 20th. The 20th is my last day. So, I'm coming home on the 21st, celebrating Christmas with my family. Probably going to spend most of that 2 weeks down with my family and just enjoying them and the time. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was what's going on in my life as far as my apartment goes, as far as minimalism. There's just a lot of things that's going on there that I wanted to talk about. So the biggest thing as far as my apartment goes is that my bedroom mate moved out. Okay, I have nothing against my roommate. She was a very nice person. She was very sweet. I had no problems with her. Like, she was seriously the best person that I could imagine to have as a bedroom mate, for the first time ever having a roommate. So I have no issues with her at all, no bad beef, no karma, no anything going on there. But she had to move out and move back home because she had some health issues. So I now have a bedroom to myself, which is so lovely. Okay, and so as you guys know from the room tour, if you watched it, we have 2 twin beds that came in the room for the apartment. So I've currently pushed the 2 twin beds together, so I have a king bed right now. And I have so much more space to myself. Like, all the drawers in the dresser are mine, all the space in the closet is mine, all the drawers in the nightstand are mine, all of this walking area is mine. Like, I'm just looking at everything and seeing, like, how blessed I am just to have this room to myself. So there's definitely going to be a new room tour coming up as soon as I finish getting the room set up the way that I want it. I know that I'll probably end up getting a roommate pretty soon because next semester starts in 4 weeks or so. But honestly, just to have all this space to myself just for now is just so great to me. Like, I've been sleeping so much better now that I have this big bed. And, like, you guys know that I even had a twin bed at home. I've never had more than a twin bed to myself, but this has been lovely. Like, I feel like I'm sleeping in paradise. Like, this is like a vacation to me to have this big of a bed. So it's been great. I'm so excited to share a new room tour with you guys. I've changed so much stuff around since you have last seen my room, and since my roommates moved out, and just so much has gone on with this room, and I am so happy, but there's still so much more to be done, so I'm not showing you guys any sneak peeks, at least not yet. I might decide to later, but as of right now, you guys will just have to sit and wonder and wait. So be on the lookout for a new room tour. And then also, I wanted to talk about minimalism and what's been going on there. I haven't done I haven't done a minimalism video in probably a whole year. Like, it's been a very long time, and I know it has. Well, I know that I've done a few culls and stuff since then, but I haven't done much of anything minimalism related in a very long time, and it shows. I'll be honest, I have became so much more cluttered and I think that's also like hurting my mental state too. Like, there's just been a lot going on, and just having such a cluttered and messy and full room just doesn't help it. So, like, I need a big, open, clean area to be able to focus and to be able to be calm and everything. And so, with as much stuff as I have right now, there's like no way for me to be clean and like be completely clutter free, because there is just so much clutter. So I do want to do like some minimalism videos here in this semester break and show you guys like how much stuff I have now, and go through and get rid of some of the things that I have. I've already got a pile of stuff started. It's a very small pile, but it's something. So I do want to go ahead and get rid of some of my stuff. That's what's going on right now. And I don't think there's anything else that I feel like talking about as far as a life update goes. I think I've pretty much covered everything. So if there are any questions about anything that I've talked about in this video, go ahead and leave those in the comments. And if I don't answer them in the comments, then maybe I'll do a Q&A for you guys. I really have wanted to do a Q&A for so long, but nobody ever leaves me questions. So you guys, ask me all the questions you want to down in the comments, and I will do a video for you guys. I pinky promise. Here, lock it in. All right, good one, great. I will do that video for you guys if you will do your part and ask me questions. So it can be about anything from school to work to minimalism, love life, anything like that. Just ask me questions and I will shoot you those back. And so that's all I wanted to talk about in this video, and I will see you guys again hopefully next week. I'm going to try to get back on a schedule and film so much more for you guys, because I have just done such a bad job as a YouTuber lately. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, this short little life update for you guys, and I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye guys, I love you so much.